morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the focus of my presentation is to demonstrate some of the changes that will impact the future of flight. More specifically, some of the innovative developments that hope to make the traveling experience better for all travelers. One of the most stressful, tedious, and inefficient parts of traveling is arriving at the airport 2 to 3 hours early to wait in line to get your boarding pass, eventually checking your bag, and then potentially waiting in an even longer line to be scrutinized by security. Homeland Security has implemented heightened security standards which can impact the travel time for passengers. Now, wouldn't it be nice to simply arrive at the airport, pass right through the check-in process, limited interaction with airline personnel and security, and just go straight through to the boarding gate? Well, this past month in Dubai was GTEX Technology Week, which is an innovative platform for tech startups to network with industry professionals, government buyers, and other corporations. There were many platforms and projects unveiled at this event, but two that I would like to focus on that are related to fly are this one, which is shown on the board here, is the first one, which is a smart tunnel. This particular platform is an innovative project that Emirates has teamed up with the UAE government to produce. And this particular project will allow passengers to travel through the security process very effectively and much faster. So this particular process begins with the passenger starting at the beginning of the tunnel, where their eyes are scanned with iris recognition software. And once this is complete, as you can see, the floor panels on the ground will change from red to green to signal for the passenger to travel forward along the tunnel. And as they're passing through the tunnel, their face is scanned with facial recognition software. Also, their body is scanned for any prohibited items. Once this is complete, the passenger can then just travel or pass through the security process in under 15 seconds with basically no interaction and no need to take out your passport. The second project that was unveiled is a project that Tesla worked with UAE government to produce, and this is for the more affluent business traveler, and this is a home-to-boarding gate experience. This particular experience will allow the passenger to be picked up at their location, and upon arrival of the vehicle, their suitcase will be placed into the trunk where it will be weighed and scanned with a built-in weigh scanning scale. And it basically takes check of any distinguishing features of the suitcase to basically allow that to be sort of part of the passenger's profile. And as the passenger sits down in the vehicle, their face is scanned with the same facial recognition software that is at the airport, so that they're basically checked in automatically. Also, their passport will be scanned while they're in the vehicle, so that their check-in process is automatically accomplished, and then their boarding pass will be automatically sent to their phone via email. And then the final step of this process will be when the passenger arrives at the airport, they will be given the opportunity to place their bag into a smart system, which basically collects the bag, checks it for any prohibited items, and once it's given the okay, the bag is directly sent to the boarding gate. So that will reduce the need of the passenger lugging their suitcase around the airport with them. Now, once you're through security and onto your gate, typically you can look out the window onto the tarmac where there are planes landing and taking off. Well, the future of these planes are much larger, more cost-effective, more fuel-efficient, and they're better for the consumer. Some of the largest names in the global airline industry have teamed with Boeing for their new project, which is the 77X Dreamliner. This particular aircraft will be the largest aircraft ever built. It will also have the largest jet engines the aerospace industry has ever seen. This particular plane is supposed to be more efficient, more cost-effective, better for the customers. Boeing also boasts improved technology for the pilots, so it's a safer travel experience. So this particular plane is a multi-billion-dollar project that is supposed to be unveiled by 2020. And there are many features that Boeing has added to make this one of the best airliners in the industry, including the ability of seating up to 425 passengers in a single aisle airframe. However, recently Boeing has decided, or Boeing has released a study indicating that there is going to be a short supply of pilots in the future. So to accommodate the short supply, while also keeping in mind that people are very weary about autonomous flight, they've decided to acquire a company called Aurora Flight Sciences. Aurora Flight Sciences is an organization out of Virginia, and this particular company has worked with the American Armed Forces to create what you can see on the screen here, which is a drone, essentially, which is completely autonomous and it takes fuelless. It is also powered by 24 electric fans, and it uses electric distribution propulsion to fly. This particular company has a futuristic platform of autonomous flight software and ideas, and one of their focus projects that Boeing's been interested in is they plan on, or they are producing a software right now that will allow a pilot to work with artificial intelligence in piloting the plane. So this is a step towards the short supply in the future that Boeing is expecting, so to ensure that they're able to have the pilots for their new plane. Next is another project that Boeing has decided to invest a lot of money in. This particular plane will allow passengers to travel faster locally while also being environmentally friendly, while also being cost effective, and it's also an opportunity to utilize underutilized airfields across the United States. This particular plane is a hybrid to electric aircraft. So this is the first of its kind to ever be developed in the industry, that the potential of being the first fully electric plane. When this plane does roll out, which is expected to be also around 2020, the first model will have fuel tanks on board. Unfortunately, because there is not the technology available to be completely electric. However, they do plan to reduce the size of the fuel tanks or remove them in the future to allow it to be a fully electric plane. Now, the most important part of this plane is the game-changing economics. This particular plane, as for now, the forecast is the operating expenses will be about $260 per hour. Now, that is approximately 1/10 of the cost of running the business jets. Also, this particular plane, because it is designed to leave from regional airfields, it has a takeoff distance of 2,200 feet. So that would actually allow the plane to take off from Billy Bishop Airport. Now, all of these platforms and ideas and projects are designed and built for the future flight, which is supposed to be more fuel efficient, more cost effective, and also these particular security plans are designed to shift the manpower to other regions or other areas of the airport to reduce labor costs and make it a safer environment for all travelers. Also, the home to boarding gate experience can be utilized by luxury hotel brands to provide a more holistic travel experience for all of their guests. Also, autonomous flight is a potential for the future due to the shortage of pilots and the increasing demand for flight. And then finally, the hybrid electric flight will be an option across the United States in the near future, and we hope to make the traveling more cost effective and more convenient for business travelers. Thank you very much.